Hillary, we have a problem, and potentially a big one. A conservative watchdog group has filed a complaint with the Federal Election Commission accusing data firm Catalyst, that's founded by a longtime Clinton confidant, of skirting election laws. And that's not all. These allegations follow the news that during Hillary's time at the State Department as secretary, she faced over 200 ethics probes. Bet you didn't read that in the New York Times. So what does this mean for a potential Hillary run in 2016? Joining us now, our old friend Steve Hayes. He's senior writer for the Weekly Standard and, of course, a Fox News contributor. Steve, good morning.
Good morning, Tucker.
So tell us about Catalyst.
Yeah, Catalyst is interesting. This is Harold Ickes and a bunch of old Clinton cronies put together this data firm that some conservatives believe really is one of the reasons that Democrats have done as well as they have over the past couple election cycles, providing very detailed information about voters, enabling outreach from different campaigns, both at the Senate, the House, and at the presidential level, to reach out to voters in a way that is most likely to get voters to support them. This is clearly an advantage that Democrats have had over the past couple cycles, and the allegations against the Clintons is that they've been using this firm basically to circumvent campaign election laws.
Interesting. Now, there are also a number of reports this week about the Clinton Foundation, which has now been renamed from the William J. Clinton to the Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton Foundation, that groups seeking to influence government policy, influence the Clintons themselves, gave money to the foundation.
Yeah, and a lot of groups that did that.
Right.
Half of the major donors to the Clinton Foundation over the past 4 years, according to the Washington Post, also gave to Ready for Hillary, Hillary Clinton's sort of campaign in waiting. So we don't know whether there was a quid pro quo. We don't know whether the Clintons went out and solicited this money, but it's certainly the case that people who were giving to the foundation and also giving to Ready for Hillary were looking to curry some sort of favor with the Clintons. And I think the problem this presents her is it reminds everybody of the kind of nonsense that we had to deal with for the better part of the 1990s, where every single day it seemed there was another Clinton fundraising scandal where they pushed the very limits of the law and I think in some cases exceeded the law in order to raise money to further their own careers.
Yeah, I mean, the State Department, which she ran, of course, was a huge operation that spends billions of dollars, and it would make sense that people trying to curry favor with the State Department might give. We'll find out more about that as the months progress, I hope. Back to Catalyst. Here are some of the specific claims against it. Here's one. The Democratic Party received, quote, impermissible, excessive, and unreported contributions in the form of in-kind data services. Number two, other soft money outside group clients and donors appear to have engaged in illegal coordination through Catalyst. And three, the DNC appears to have established, financed, maintained, and controlled Catalyst. So it was run by the DNC. That is the claim. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think these are the kinds of campaign finance allegations that are often very hard to prove. They're the kinds that are made pretty regularly. There may well be some merit to them. There were similar allegations made about some Republican firms that operated in 2012 and 2014. Usually, the impact of these kinds of allegations is in the media and the kind of discussion that we're having, not in the courts. But hey, something could be different if they've got enough information. The complaint was, I believe, 109 pages. So if they've got enough information to back up the claims, maybe it goes somewhere in court.
Interesting. Catalyst, we should say, has denied this and said these are politically motivated. By the way, the Clinton Foundation has taken hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in donations, and no one's really looked that closely at the nexus between the donors and influence peddling, and presumably somebody will. Steve,
yeah, and if you look at it over the past couple of years, there has been a spike in donations to the Clinton Foundation after Hillary Clinton left the State Department as she's planning to run for president.
Yeah, from foreign countries in some cases. Pretty shocking. Steve, thanks a lot for coming on this morning for that. That was really interesting.
Thanks, Tucker.